Hey, this is Chad Eastham, and I am answering your questions as usual. One of the questions is a really good one today, and it asks this. Hey Chad, how old do you think you have to be to fall in love with someone? And how do you know? That's a really good question, and one of the important things is that I don't answer your question specifically as well, and I'll explain. How old do you have to be? I've never heard somebody put an exact time limit on love because especially as a teenager we first encounter incredible different amounts of chemicals being produced in our brain, from oxytocin to dopamine to estrogen to testosterone, and suddenly the love bug hits. This can be overwhelming at times. In fact, this is often really overwhelming, especially for girls, depending on the age and the type of romantic relationship that they get into. The good thing is that you can no longer think of love as just a feeling and potentially see it for what it usually actually is, and that's a verb. So if we just stop thinking about love as a feeling that you are having, which can constantly change and constantly go up and down, and think of it more as a verb, like, are they showing me love and care the way that I need, like as a friend or anything else, then it's a lot easier to figure out what love is and whether or not you are getting it from someone and whether or not you are giving it to other people properly. How do you know? I think that as confusing as that can be, and that our emotions do go up and down, that you realize, as my friend Jenna at the Revolve Tour always says, like, thank God that we don't have to be controlled by our emotions, and that it's a decision to grab those things sometimes and realize those are not our only gauge to figure out what's really going on. So as far as knowing if you're in love, I would say this. Look at other people and think of love as a verb that you are doing correctly or incorrectly, and stop thinking of it as only a feeling. It might help you figure out if you're in love in the first place and whether or not that love is healthy and both people are ready for it. So while that doesn't give you a 14.2 is the proper time, I hope that it gives you something else to think about instead. Love is a verb, not just a feeling. All the best. Bye-bye.